Well, I'm Paul. A lot of people refer to me and know me as Pablo. I'm from Dundonald and I'm 47. Post 2016 was when I had sort of like my hardest time in my life. There was a recovery journey from then. Before that, I would have been somebody who thought he was living but had a persona in front of him of a protection of a past, sort of the past, of adversities kind of thing. First time I was, the recovery call was put to me without sounding negative, I rejected it. I think maybe it was a stage in my life where I perceived it different to what I now know, and I went for the first course, which was at that time was Wellness Recovery Action Plan, and I thought to myself, I'm going to go to this course and see what it's all about. If I be honest, I was looking for reasons not to attend it. I wanted to go, but I was looking for every reason not to go, and I thought to myself, I'm going to go to this course and see what it's all about. Once I attended one course and started learning about myself, I wanted to learn more. I mean, what it's done for me is tremendous. I mean, I've often said to people who are standing beside me when I'm on a course, the amount of pennies that drop and lights go on, you'd be blinded and rich. It's nearly like getting to know yourself, and that's what I was experiencing. It's not so much where they're like talking directly to you. It's kind of like, I mean, you're in an environment, and the education comes from, where you start to see that there's familiar people like you. They have traits. They're sitting silently, listening. And I think one of the most intriguing things was just to hear a personal story from a professional, and it made it feel so equal, so normal. Nobody's exempt from mental illness. We all experience adversities. That to me was a really nice gesture when he brought us part of the story across. I'm a walking example, a mascot of the three core principles, where you have your hope and your opportunity and taking control. If you can sort of visualise me sitting down on a course and starting to find identification in myself, where the hope starts to grow, you mentally feel hope because you see it opening. The things that I'm doing now in my life, I would never have dreamed of doing them 3 years ago. They weren't even in my Richter scale. And just that, like, empowerment of taking control of your own life is empowering in itself. Using my own experience, I mean, I left school with no education. The idea of education for me was honestly, I was getting on with my life, thought I was, and that wasn't something that was important to me. If I go back to coming into the college and the education they're giving me, I could see how the education worked with me, because I enjoyed the idea of learning from somebody who believed in what they were teaching. You could sense the empathy from it. The empathy is so important that until you understand what empathy is, it's a word. But when you feel it, it just pulls you. It pulls you in, and that's what encouraged me to keep moving forward with the education. And whenever you're in an environment where the encouragement is there, where people see that there's talent in you, it's so empowering when you sit down and you realise you're actually very capable of doing all this. If you see me in an environment whipping a guitar out and having a song, I could never have done that. I could never have done that. They have a laugh at me sometimes in the college because I can't express enough of the strength they've given me, because I couldn't do that. So when people see me doing that, they see the glory and not the story. I couldn't do that. That has come from development. That has come from encouragement, and that has come from people just letting you be who you want to be and letting you sing how you want to sing. Music was always very important to me in arts, and from I came to the college, it reignited my art. It's an amazing journey, where you're you're being yourself. You're allowed to be yourself without judgment. If you've experienced depression, and you can see how it sort of ripples into your family, so your mood will determine the mood of a household. If you're depressed and the moods are low, your house is low. When your mood is strong, it ripples. The energy seems to be like a magnet. You're pulling, and the conversations are nice and smiles, and it's still a rainy day, but you're smiling and all. That's what the courses have brought to me, like that education. Before coming to the college, my understanding of recovery would have been, daunting. You know, it just would have been a daunting situation. But when you look at the idea of mental health and somebody recovering, you look at an adversity. You look at a dark place. My parents suffered both terribly mental illness, so there was no recovery. You know, because that was my opinion. You know, it was just dark. That was it. So recovery to me was just like a darkness, if that makes sense. Recovery to me now it's just about moving forward. It's just about adjustment, accepting, you know, facing things, you know, taking a rest. You could be recovering for the rest of your life and living the most wonderful life. Straight up, you know, I would say I've been there. You know, I know what it's like. I know how daunting it could feel to feel you're moving into an environment of education. I would encourage them to attend the courses and not make yesterday another today and today another tomorrow. You know, take that step, and I would love to guarantee, like, but take that step and it'll become another step and you'll just keep stepping forward. Me, for an example, I went as a student. I'm playing the guitar in front of people. I'm singing in front of people. I'm facilitating courses. I'm co-producing courses. I could not have seen that. I could not have seen that the daunting day I thought of stepping into the college. And here I am. Just be yourself, you know, take the steps, don't be feared. It's okay to have that wee bit of fear and anxiety, but you'll not know if you don't take that step. Denying yourself a step denies yourself them opportunities. And yeah, just take a chance.